cooking the fish on this. So that's the characteristic of the bait here. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the fall, what makes it a little bit different from other times of the year. There's 2 times a year that the Magdraft works the best. One time is in the springtime of the year during the pre-spawn, the spawn, and the post-spawn. That's a really, really good time to fish it. Probably it's the best time of year to fish it. Then there's another window this time of year. Really like from mid-September into early November is a really good time to fish the Magdraft. The fish sort of get in the same type of mode, and they set up in a little bit different positions, versus the pre-spawn. In the pre-spawn, those fish they're a little bit deeper. So a lot of times you're slow rolling that Magdraft like off of deep points, or you're slow rolling it deeper off of channel banks, or slow rolling it over the top of grass beds. In the pre-spawn, I like to get the bait down anywhere between, say, 4 to 10 foot deep. That's just the difference in it. In the fall time of the year, the Magdraft is the best when you keep it high in the water column, like almost at the surface. This is the big difference between how you fish a Magdraft in the spring and how you fish it in the fall time of the year. In the fall time of the year, bass are really notorious for wanting to come up on a bait, and the swim bait is no different. So the way that I fish it this time of year, then I'm going to talk about the technique as far as the areas here in a little bit, is I want to fish the Magdraft where it's just a foot, no more than 2 feet under the surface, maybe even less, maybe even that far into the surface if you can get it. So you're wanting to keep it where this thing is above the fish where they come up on it. That's just the way that they like to do it. And the way that you want to do that is when you throw the Magdraft out there, throw it out there, keep your rod tip high, keep your rod tip like at 11 o'clock position, and start reeling it just fast enough to keep the tail turning. That's one of the big keys on a Magdraft, guys, is you don't want to reel it too fast because it'll roll to its side if you reel it too fast. So it's important to keep the rod tip high so you can still reel slow and you can keep that bait shallow. So I'll throw it out there. I'll keep my rod tip as high as I need to. Sometimes it's even 12 o'clock. Sometimes it's just straight up. I don't want much line in the water, and I'm throwing it out there, and I want the bait in sight. I want to be able to see the bait. Maybe if it's a little bit windy, you'll lose sight of it occasionally. If it goes out of sight, I want to bring it up to where I can see it. And as the bait gets closer to you, sometimes you got to drop the rod tip, to keep it from blowing out of the water. But the main thing that you're wanting to try to accomplish is try to keep the Magdraft about a foot or less under the surface of the water, and just dictate your rod angle and dictate your speed of retrieve in order to keep it like that. That is critical. That is like, the most important thing that you have to remember. In the fall time of the year, if those bass get too good of